Good afternoon. I'm Amy Penterman, President of Dairy Business Association and a dairy farmer in West Central Wisconsin. In our discussions, we centered on three core goals in reforming the Class 1 formula. We feel it's critical that any such reform, number one, provides stability to the pricing system without distorting the markets. Number two, reduces the likelihood of negative producer price differential. And three, makes producer risk management more effective in future crises. The NMPF proposal does none of these things. Instead, it merely attempts to claw back lost revenue in the short term and leaves larger problems unsolved. Our organizations prefer sensible changes that will last for decades. Now I'll turn it over to John.
Thank you, Amy. My name is John Holyvold. I'm the Director of Government Affairs for the Dairy Business Association and EDGE Dairy Farmer Cooperative. Our proposal that we're offering today, which we call Class 3 Plus, ties the Class 1 skim milk price to the Class 3 skim milk price plus an adjuster. The initial adjuster would help farmers to recoup revenue lost in 2020, but the proposal is ultimately revenue neutral and works to be equitable for farmers, processors, and consumers. After an initial period with a set adjuster of plus 36 cents, our proposal calls for an annual readjustment based upon market data so that it can adapt to changing times. Finally, we are also proposing an end to advanced pricing, which contributed to the negative PPDs that farmers experienced in the last year. And now I will turn it over to Lucas Sjostrom.
Thank you, John. Hello, I'm Lucas Sjostrom, Executive Director at the Minnesota Milk Producers Association and live on a dairy farm in central Minnesota. The Class 3 Plus proposal provides for long-term reduction in the likelihood of negative PPDs and would create more pricing stability in the future. Tying the Class 1 price to the Class 3 price will also make it less likely that cheese plants will find it necessary to depool, which was another source of the pricing challenges we started facing last year in 2020. Our proposal looks to the future, beyond just the next 2 years. Our proposal would make lasting changes to the milk pricing system that will limit negative PPDs in the future and the possible negative impacts from future crises. I will now turn it over to Chris.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Bosquet. I am the Executive Director of the Nebraska State Dairy Association. And as we all know here, the national milk producers have publicly called for an emergency hearing by the USDA. And having that federal milk marketing order hearing is not a decision that we need to take lightly. The hearing itself could have some inherent consequences and could result in some counterproductive changes or even the end of the federal milk marketing system altogether. Our groups felt that it's imperative that if we're going to have a hearing, and National Milk's forthcoming formal request makes that more likely, we should make lasting and beneficial changes that will leave us with a better system overall. And that is specifically what our Class 3 Plus proposal aims to do. We owe it to our customers and to our farmers and our processors to get this right.